Today we're gonna go for a little expedition. We're gonna go to Dreamcore's experiential showroom located at 55 Kim Chuan Drive. Hi, going to Kim Chuan Drive. Thank you. Okay, I think in front can, near the lobby. Alright, thank you so much. Alright, bye bye. We're here at Precise 3. Let's take a lift up to the 9th floor. Wait, what? Where is the 9th floor? Okay. So we are not moving. Okay, I think nope, that elevator doesn't go to the 9th floor, so let's go and find another way in. So I think I found the way in. It's via the car park. There's a lift lobby here, so let's head up to the 9th floor. Look, there's a 9 here. Okay, so we're now going to level 9 where Dreamcore's showroom, Dream Center is. Alright guys, this is our tour guide for today's exclusive tour of the Dream Center by Dreamcore. Hey guys, my name is Eugene. I'm the co-founder and chief architect at Dreamcore. So at Dreamcore, we are more than just a gaming PC company. Now, I think most people think custom PCs are gaming PCs, you know, but we're in the scene to change that, right? Custom PCs are used for a wide variety of purposes, whether it's gaming, education, content creation, or a wide variety of things, you know. And the first way we do that is giving users an impression of the brand by showing them this mural. Shout out to the guys at Eugene, TYC. They do quite effective art. Murals are one of their strong points. So the mural here expresses who we are as people, right? We're creative people, and I just happen to be in the hardware space. You know, we build the hardware for creatives, for gamers, and anyone who needs a high-power machine, or even a basic machine, right? So we'll show you more of the machines there. But in the meantime, you know, just take a second to absorb the mural, right? We're trying to transport you into a different space, and we do that visually by showing this wormhole, right? So it's a portal that goes into the Dream Center, and in the wormhole with all these characters that I do, just kind of zooming into the Dreamcore world. So when you enter the space, I think the first thing you'll see is that it's not very, it's not a typical retail space. You know, you go to places like IKEA and the other big box stores, right? You'll see that the shelves are full of prices, things for you to buy, specs and all that. But the space here is configured more as a chill zone. You know, and that was done intentionally actually, and you'll see why later as we go along. Okay? But having said that, we are still a store, right? So there are some products for people to check out. This table, that table, standard retail stuff. You know, if you've seen one of our products online and you want to check them out in person, you can come down to do that today. If you look around, you know, there will be some PCs on display over there as well. But I think what makes us a bit different is that at the core of our brand, we are a collaborative brand. I mean, what that means is we make space and we dedicate resources to areas where we can collaborate with other brands. For example, this space over here, right? It could have been designed as, you know, a place for people to try out more products, to test out more things, but we've left it intentionally blank, right? So that brands can come in to work with us and in many ways, you know, to host the events over here, to do product launches over here, things like that. These rooms were originally designed as our meeting rooms. Okay, so we have 2 meeting rooms, a small one and a big one. We support PaperX, you know, and they are our partners for about 2 years now. The meeting rooms have been converted into spaces for PaperX. This is their management room, and over here the players actually train in here. Yeah. So one thing to note is that this space is open to the public all days of the week, Mondays to Sundays, you know, and it is public space. So you can come down anytime you want and just sit down on one of these chairs and take a look at players train if you want to. Of course, there's some privacy photos, so if they don't want you to look at them, they'll make it known. On to the other side, this is actually a key highlight of our space, right? It's called the Dream Factory. The Dream Factory was designed with our customers in mind, right? We thought, you know, instead of just coming down to the shop and trying PCs out and buying things, why not walk away with an experience? right? And we like that because it allows customers to take a look at the behind the scenes, making it completely transparent, literally, for people to see. You know? So these cushions would be, where we invite customers to come down and just sit down, check out the PCs that are being built. If you bought a PC from Dreamcore, it has to come through this line. So PCs will be built on the tables over here, and they'll be tested on the workbenches behind, and then it's shipped out from here. Okay, so every PC that has been built from Dreamcore goes through this line. Yeah? And if you want to, you can come down and see your PC being built as well. You just have to ask my guys, when roughly can I come down to take a look at it being built, schedule a time, and that's it for you. Yeah. You won't have to stay for very long. A build takes about 45 minutes to put together, so about an hour of your time, just come down and check it out. This space is meant for you to hang out. Beyond this border is actually staff only. Here's where most of the team sits, right? My marketing team sits here, sales, ops. This is where we sit lah. Even though I'm a co-founder, I prefer to sit with my team. I just feel more in sync with everybody that way. Yeah. This room is where we do most of our R&D. Okay, it's called the Skunkworks room. So the Skunkworks room is where we get unreleased products from people like Nvidia, AMD, Intel. When they have new stuff that they want to release, very often they send it to us first to test, right? So we'll, as part of how we are a collaborative brand, right? We test the products and we do some content for them as well. We'll review the thing that's being released, right? And on launch day, we'll push that media out together with the rest of the world. So the media part happens over here. So this is our studio. This is where we produce all the content that goes on our YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I don't even know what, the TikTok. Yeah, everything happens here. Okay, so the space is designed specifically for two purposes: photography and videography, right? And for videos, there are two kinds as well: it's product video or reviews. Yeah. So these walls are actually made of acoustic foam, right? It helps us to reduce the echo in the space. So photos, videos, and the space is reconfigurable with movable tables and things like that, right? So we encourage our content creators, not just in-house, but people we work with as well. If they need anything at any time, they want to work with us on a project, or they just need some space to do something, just feel free to reach out to us, right? This studio is not in use like 24/7. It's maybe in use like 24/4, you know. But otherwise, most times of the week when it's not in use, we're happy to share the space with other people. You just gotta reach out to us. So moving on to this space, you'll notice that the wording on the door is called training ground. Yeah. This space was originally designed and intended for us to house esports teams. Yeah, that's why I call it training ground. It's not like the place where people come here for on-job training. No, not that. You know? Often when people graduate from school, they think about what they want to do, and sometimes they form esports teams, right? And the problem is that these new esports players don't have the equipment to train, don't have a space to train together. So what we originally thought to do with the space is dedicate this space, put 5 PCs here, right? And maybe every quarter have a different team come and play, and we incubate the team that way. In return, the team just does some videos for us. They get a sense of what it's like to work with a sponsor, and then that refreshes on a quarterly basis. Our customers do come first. So when my ops team said they needed more space, we don't have enough space in the Dream Factory anymore, we converted the training ground to an extended service center. Yeah. So this is my guys here. They are working on PCs that have been sent back to us for servicing, or they need to clean up. It's all done here. So again, staff area. I think staff owner is over there. So this is all staff area. So in the Dream Factory, two kinds of things go on here lah. First is building of PCs, right? PCs are built on desks over here, and they are. Of course, it's glass, right? So anyone can come and take a look at how these are being built, and the PCs are all tested before they're sent out. What that means is these guys here, a whole row of them, they are meant to stress the PC out before it reaches you, which means that when the PC reaches you, it would have been tested on a variety of things already: a graphics stress test, CPU stress test, memory stress test, thermal test, such that when you unbox it, it should be working in a tip-top condition. That saves us time, that saves you headache, and just makes everybody happier. As a custom PC company, we do two kinds of products generally: desktops and laptops, right? What you're seeing here are our Fusion 15s. Okay, you'll see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that are being tested. Yeah, so you can even see the benchmark being run now. This is Eugene's position, right? It just runs, it basically is a graphics stress test, right? specifically developed for ray tracing. At the end of the benchmark, you'll be able to see a score that'll tell you roughly how well this performs. And at the same time, we'll be monitoring the thermals of the PCs or laptops that go through this test as well, making sure that the GPU doesn't thermal throttle as well as the CPU. Yeah. So this is a really behind the scenes look. Okay? This is where the space bar is. So we've only been here for about 4 months. Therefore, some things are still not 100% set up. For example, there's supposed to be lights here, but there's no lights here. It's a bit dark. But
It's kind of cozy.
It's kind of cozy here. Well, I prefer to have lights. Okay, so let's work that out. But anyway, the space bar is where we receive PCs from customers, right? It's meant for first level troubleshooting. So if you drop your PC off, we'll run a quick test with you, make sure that the error that you are saying happens. And then if it does happen, if we can fix it on the spot, we'll just fix it on the spot. If not, we'll send it back for further testing, and then it's sent out from here. Yeah. Sometimes if customers come down and you just need to wait for maybe half an hour for the issue to be solved, what do you do when you're waiting? Right? Browse around, or sit down and use your phone. More often than not, you'll sit down and use your phone. So what we have to do is put some interesting things here. And if we have the chance to do it, we'll pass one of these things to the customer and say, why don't you check this out? There's actually a story behind it, and one of my guys will tell you the story. So for example, this PC here was the very first PC that we designed, right? It's called the Dreamcore 1. This particular Dreamcore 1 is skinned with a Hyper Beast skin, the CSGO skin, right? But otherwise, it comes in black and silver. It came in black and silver. We no longer sell this. Yeah. So this is actually a full custom PC, right? Motherboard goes here, graphics card goes here, power supply is external, and it's pretty sleek. Yeah. So a bit of our legacy here. So this vending machine is actually our way of helping our staff feel more comfortable at work. We used to stock the fridge with goods, but we realized that every week you gotta go to NTUC and buy cartons of drinks, and that's really troublesome. Right? So we house about 15 to 20 staff here on a daily basis. And if you think about it, if everybody takes 1 drink a day, at the end of a week, that is like 15 times 5, what's that? 80 drinks. And a carton is like what, 30 maybe? So that's just not sustainable, right? So what we do is we give our staff $20 of credit every month. They can come here and spend that $20 on drinks, snacks, whatever they want, and every month it refreshes. Yeah? So it's just an easy way for us to help take care of them, and they're happy as well. At the back here is more rest area, right? So these are chairs that, if there's not enough space at the table for your lunch, you can have lunch here. But it's actually meant for people to do their one-on-ones, right? You can have a meeting with somebody else or take a call, right? This is also sound dampening foam, acoustic foam over here. This is a bit of lounge area, right? We have our lunch over there, and over here, we let our guys, just play games, hang out, chill out. Here is where lunch happens. So the rest of the pantry is pretty well stocked. You have 2 microwaves because one is the halal wave, and then the other is the tak halal wave. But obviously you don't call it the tak halal wave. Yeah. Nice fridge, stuff inside, and toilets. Very important. Female, male, and now we are back at the start of the showroom. Well done. That's the tour. Yeah. This place is open to the public 7 days of the week. We open at 11 on weekdays and we close at 8. If you come in on weekends, it's a bit shorter, 12 to 6. But if you want to come by earlier or later, just give us a call anyway. If someone happens to be here, I'll be happy to entertain you.
And that's it, guys. Thank you so much. It's a wrap.
Cool. Thanks, man.
See you guys around. Thank you, guys. That was an experience. I had a good time hanging out with Eugene, co-founder of Dreamcore, and it was really fantastic to hear him talk about Dreamcore's beliefs and vision. And it was really nice to have a very exclusive tour of the Dream Center facilities. I mean, look at that, 10,000 square feet of pure awesomeness. Man, I can't wait to do stuff with them. Can't tell you guys what they are yet, but akan datang. Stay tuned for that.